we present The Castle by Kim Fuller. This week on The Castle, a trumpet, some doctors, and an attack by night. Good morning, milady Anne. Charlotte?
Good morrow, Master Tesco.
You, Tesco.
Welcome to my humble stall.
I would debate with you the use of the word humble, as your stall now extends over 60 acres, almost devouring the whole of Woodstock.
All we need is to buy the church, knock through the wall, join the church aisle up with aisle 1, and you'll be able to be born, get married, and die within these walls.
That's clever.
Oh, look! Someone's being crushed by that huge pile of sacks.
Don't worry, it happens all the time.
But there's blood everywhere.
I'll get someone to mop it up. Bing bong! Spillage on aisle 4. Have you got a groat for the coffin trolley?
Oh, right, yes.
What's the coffin trolley?
It's a coffin on wheels. We just dump the body in here and wheel it to the graveyard over in aisle 25. Here we go.
But don't you take them to the hospital?
Not much point. They usually die in the end. Anyway, we're waiting on planning permission to put a hospital in aisle 56 next to the biscuits.
Right. Charlotte, that's our next project.
Biscuits?
No! Helping the sick and injured. Come on, Charlotte. Do you need a hand, Master Tesco?
Thank you, milady. It's quicker if we go through the checkout at the end, 5 corpses or less.
Bing bong. Special offer on funeral services in aisle 25. Bury 2, get 1 free.
Good morrow, my lord.
Morrow it is, but as for good, I fear you are in danger of being sued for misrepresentation.
What's happened, sire? You have the appearance of a Grimsby fishwife who hath been smacked around the face with the last haddock of the day. I fear you're in sombre spirits.
Very perceptive of you, Merlin. I suppose that it's your wizard's insight into the mind of a mortal.
Well, yes, that, and the fact that you're standing on a chair with a noose round your neck.
Oh, I'm not really serious. I'm just planning ahead. In truth, I've had some bad financial news. Can you believe it? The King's Chancellor has disallowed my expenses claim for cleaning out the moat.
But surely every Englishman's moat needs to be kept clear. Otherwise an enemy can cross over and take the castle.
Exactly what I said. And would you believe he's also disallowed my claim for the Duck Island?
But surely every Englishman must have a duck island in order for him to keep ducks.
Exactly.
Albeit that the Duck Island has never been used.
Well, that's not the point. My son Henry's brain has never been used, but that doesn't mean that one day he might not actually run a thought through it.
Well, if I may say so, my lord, that's a little unfair.
Look, Father, a new noble trumpet which knights use as a call to arms.
What a diabolical noise. What's that?
It's a Vuvuzela, Father Doom. A traditional instrument of Vuvuzela land.
In which weird and exotic nightmare of a place did you find that?
Sainsbury's. 3 pennies bargain.
My lord, what I said earlier to you about being unfair to Henry, I take it back.
10,000 of these blown together can, put the fear of God into the enemy.
It's more likely to irritate them to death.
Father, Charlotte and I have a new mission. To look after sick people.
Excellent idea. You can start with your brother.
But normally you say my ideas are stupid.
Well, they normally are.
Shut up, Charlotte.
Copy that.
Oh, you two carry on now. I have other things on my mind. I'm going out, and if anyone wants me, that'll be a nice change.
Well, that was easy.
Well, if we're going to look after sick people, we better find some.
Do you know what happens to sick people, Merlin?
I believe they're taken to the hospital, which is part of the old Cluniac monastery of St. Cluny of ER.
Then that's where we should go. Come on, Charlotte.
But do you think we'll find some cute sick people, or are they all ugly?
We're all beautiful on the inside.
Really? Gosh, I've never looked.
Ah, Sir John, let me offer you a selection of my favourite cocktails. A Saracen slammer, a slow, comfortable joust, a quick, violent death.
Do you have a highball?
No, it's just these breeches riding up at the side. I'm going to thrash that tailor.
Well, just a glass of water would be fine, thank you.
No problem. Well, I can't believe the Lord Chancellor is being so difficult. All my expenses are waved through like Turkish belly dancers into my bedchamber.
So, what do you claim for, old chap?
Being a self-employed errant knight, I claim for everything. Travel to and from the battle, subsistence, sword sharpening, laundry.
Laundry?
Oh, that's a big one. Getting blood and bodily fluids off of chain mail is a nightmare.
I've obviously been underclaiming for years.
Oh, absolutely. A moat is essential. You have a castle. How are you going to stop the enemy invading unless you keep your moat clear?
Exactly. But the Chancellor doesn't seem to have accepted that argument. It's almost worth saying the French had attacked, just to prove the point.
Now, there's an idea.
Well, perhaps you're right, but I'm not sure.
Here's a plan. I will ride to France and invite the French to attack your castle.
Wouldn't it be easier if we found some soldiers to attack my castle pretending to be French?
That is such a devious plan, it is worthy of me.
Dear, is it?
And I will scale the walls, ransack the place, and put everyone to the sword except Lady Anne, whom I will kidnap and ransom.
I'd rather you didn't actually kill anyone.
I can see why you're worried, but remember, you can claim the burials on expenses and get a tax break on the ransom.
No. The attack has to fail, and then I can prove that the moat protected us because I cleared it. Don't you grasp that?
I grasp it tighter than a lion grasps the leg of a leaping gazelle.
Thank goodness for that.
So, how much shall we set the ransom at for Lady Anne?
Oh, I need to lie down.
Good morrow, Duncan.
My Lady Anne, Charlotte, welcome to the Priory of St. Cluny of VR.
You, Dunk?
Indeed, you. How honoured we are that you have offered your services to care for the sick of our parish. I fear that the sights contained within these walls may be upsetting to those of noble birth.
We're not delicate, pampered maidens of Chelsea, Duncan. We do know something of the world. I mean, I once travelled through Bradford and I didn't feel queasy at all.
Why is there a barber's salon next to the ward?
Well, our surgeons also double up as barbers when the work's a bit slack. Hence the bandaged arm with blood dripping from it above the door.
Ooh, cool.
These are two of our top barber surgeons. I'll leave them to show you around.
Hi, I'm Tony.
And I'm Guy.
We're Tony and Guy. We need to operate fast.
Knife, crimpers, heated roller.
Charlotte, this is no time to have your hair done.
Oh, yeah, just give me a rough blow-dry then.
Come on, Guy. This is an emergency.
So was that. Her roots were beginning to show.
Thomas, I wonder if... Henry, what are you doing here? And don't you dare blow that thing near me.
I've come to ask Thomas to invent me a special sword.
Well, couldn't you ask him to invent you something more practical, like a comb?
No. I've heard that the Warren is raising an army. I want to be in that army, attacking and laying waste to the enemy because it's cool.
I don't think you're quite up to that, Henry.
I know I've, disappointed you as a son, what with the fact that I'm pants at most things, but I will redeem myself, Father, as I lead a squad of noble warriors to lay waste to the land.
You are forbidden to lay waste anything.
Very well, Father. Then I will just have to sit here and blow my own trumpet.
Oh, all right. You can join the army. Just behave yourself. And remember, no killing.
Here we are, Master Henry. Here it is. The same as I invented for the Swiss Crusader army. Has a screwdriver, pliers, thumb screw, staple remover, collapsible scissors, and, I'm sure there was a sword on here somewhere.
Although, if you are going to kill someone, make sure it's Thomas.
Three Norman officers crossed the line, parlez-vous. Three Norman officers crossed the line, parlez-vous. Three Norman officers crossed the line, shagged... Ah, there you are, Duncan. You wouldn't mind rubbing some sparkle skin on my back, would you?
Of course, my lord.
Had a good day down at the hospital? Still lots of lepers coming in, or are the numbers dropping off? Dropping off? Oh, dear. I do amuse myself sometimes.
It's important to have an appreciative audience, my lord. Lady Anne popped in this morning.
Lady Anne? She hasn't contracted some deadly lurgy, has she?
No, sir. She came to see if she could help with the patients.
By God, Duncan, I don't understand women these days. Why would you want to spend time amongst the sick? Unless they are like you, a godbotherer who has it written into his contract.
But the scriptures do say that all human life is sacred. Except, of course, in the case of a just war against people with beards who don't believe in the same things as we do.
Well, if Lady Anne and Charlotte are to be nurses, then they will need an outfit. Some bespoke garment to wear, lest their own fine gowns be splattered with blood and bodily fluids.
What kind of garment, my lord?
A uniform of some sort, suitable for nursing. And I will design it. Perhaps I might just pop in and see them. Pass me the towel, will you? I must say I'm quite keen to see Lady Anne again.
Indeed, my lord. I can see you have quite a thing for her.
Is it that obvious?
From where I'm standing, my lord, very.
Get me a bigger towel, will you?
Very wise, my lord.
My lord, I have gathered together all the villagers of French descent for you to see.
Excellent, Merlin. Now we can have a regiment of French attackers. How many have you recruited?
Just one, sire.
Ah, well, thank you, Merlin. Send him in. Ah, so you are Master Richard de Gervais?
Yeah, that's it. That's my name, don't wear it out. You know, BAFTAs, lots of them, yes.
And you're of French descent, are you?
Yeah, French, oui. Yeah, I'm right, you know, lots of awards, yeah.
I'm looking for people for a very secret operation, which is to invade a castle.
No problem, yeah. Is there an award in it? Yeah, I love an award. Loads of awards.
Yes, what do you mean, is there an award?
You know, best man over the ramparts, yeah. Best supporting ladder, yeah. Love an award. Got loads of awards, yeah.
I'm afraid there's no award involved.
OK, well, you know, it's not my bag then. No awards, no can do, yeah. Want to see my dance?
No, thank you.
It's really funny.
Get out.
So, Duncan, what do you think of my design for the new nurse's uniform?
I find it a little skimpy around the tush, my lord, and the fishnet hose are somewhat draughty. If faith, my handkerchief would make a more substantial garment.
Oh, stop fussing, Duncan. Give us a twirl.
There you are.
I'll venture Lady Anne's legs will be somewhat of a better sight than your turkey twizzlers.
I have been told my legs are actually my second and third best feature.
Let's put it to the test. You're in the ward, picking a potion off of a shelf. Arms up. Very nice. And bend over as if you're tending to a patient.
Sorry to barge in, old boy. Oh, my God, what the...
Ah, Sir John.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to...
Oh, not at all. Just trying out a new fashion item. You can stand up now, Duncan.
Ah, Cardinal Duncan. I didn't recognise you from that angle.
Only the lucky ones do, my lord.
The Chancellor has descended on me this very morning. We have to bring the attack forward, and I only found one Frenchman in the village, and he's an idiot.
No matter. I have raised a fine regiment of locals and given them a crash course in how to pass for Frenchmen.
What does that consist of?
Dipping them in dung.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, we'd better go and inspect the troops. From a distance, I think.
Yeah, when you say troops, that's a very loose description.
Commander-in-Chief arriving, listen up!
What the hell was that?
Henry, what did I tell you?
Sorry, Father.
They look a raggedy bunch of old-timers, De Warren. Are you sure they're up to the job?
You know that appearances can sometimes be deceptive.
Of course.
Well, in this case, they're not. Corporal Jones, have the men fall in.
Permission to speak, sir. They have already fallen in.
What do you mean?
They fell in the moat, sir. Someone left the drawbridge up.
We'll get them lined up.
My Lord de Warren, sir. The men are all here, present and correct, sir. President Coe, they're all here.
This is Sir John Woodstock, whose castle we will be attacking in the guise of the French army. Now remember, this is just to test the defences of Castle Woodstock. I don't want you to hurt anyone. Just go in there, make a lot of noise, and get out. Not you.
Sorry, mon commandant.
Stupid boy. All right, squad. Attention! Take it away, Jones.
You heard what the officer said. A ghost, tournée, by the draught, beat, march. Ghost, right.
Je sais pas, mais I've been told.
Je sais pas, mais I've been told.
Les Anglais are grand assholes.
Les Anglais are grand assholes.
Are you sure this is a good idea, old boy?
I'm beginning to have serious doubts.
So, how many surgeons have we interviewed so far, Charlotte?
Loads. We've seen Dr. Finlay, Dr. Spock, Dr. Quincy, and Dr. Doolittle.
Right, and who's next?
Nope, we've already done him. We didn't like his bow tie and tweeds. This next one is, Dr. Zhivago from Russia.
Dr. Zhivago?
No, he could not come. My name is Dr. Alexander Olov, founder of CompareTheSurgeon.com. Every day, people's mixing up surgery with fishing. You can't have CompareTheSurgeon.com, or you have CompareTheSturgeon.com.
Hang on, you're just a meerkat. Are you actually qualified to operate on humans?
No, I only operate meerkats. I am Compare the Surgeon for Meerkat.com, not Compare the Sturgeon, which is fish.
What are you talking about?
How can I know what I'm talking about? I am meerkat. We have no power of speech. It's just figment of public imagination. Centuries ago, my ancestors, simple.
Oh, I don't think I can do this anymore.
Well, there's just one more. Next!
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, roger that.
I'm Dr. McDreamy, author of Gray's Anatomy.
Oh, my God. Those eyes, that chin, even his cleft have a cleft.
And are you a physician, sire?
Yes, I have made a lengthy study of Gray's Anatomy.
And what did you discover?
She's most definitely a woman.
Right, well, that does it for me. I think you should get the job.
Yep, start straight away, I think, don't you, Charlotte?
Thank you, my lady.
Copy that. Then we can have one each.
All right, men, gather round quietly. The Chancellor has arrived, and once he goes to bed, we'll make our move. Master Fraser, will you stop doing those owl impressions?
Sorry, sire. Just trying to create a suitable atmosphere of tension. Otherwise, we'll all be doomed.
Well, it's tense enough. We're about to attack a sovereign castle under the disguise of Frenchmen. That's treason. If we get caught, we'll be hanged, drawn, and eighth'd, which is twice as bad as being quartered. Now remember the plan and don't hurt anyone. Henry, will you stop blowing that thing?
I wasn't blowing it, sire. I'm just feeling a bit nervous.
May I fill your glass, Lord Chancellor?
Oh, thank you. As long as you're not putting this mead through as expenses, or I will have to disallow it. You certainly have a very active owl outside.
Yes, it seems we do. Please continue with your funny story.
So, anyway, the knight couldn't pay his fine for claiming illegal expenses, and I was left with a dilemma. So in the end, I took his entire furniture, his horse, his house, and his wife, and he died destitute and was buried in a pauper's grave!
Excellent story, my lord.
Indeed. That'll be 5 groats, please.
What?
After is classed as a benefit in kind and must be declared and taxed.
But I attended the theatre last week and saw the situation tragedy, Thy Family.
Your point being?
Well, I thought I might be entitled to a rebate. Would you like some more wine?
Oh, you're very kind, Sir John, but I must to my bed. What was that?
I believe that's the owl's youngest son. His voice is just broken. Merlin, will you show his lordship up to his room?
That would be the room overlooking the moat, would it, sire?
Yes, it would.
Permission to parlay something to you very quietly, sire.
Yes, Jones?
I can see a light in the window.
Now, that's the sign that they are retiring for the night. So, the Chancellor's in the North Tower. So, Master Fraser, you follow me there. Lunatic. The rest of you make as much commotion as you can, then on my signal we'll move out. Comprenez? Understand? Right. Allez, vite. Idiots.
Oh, what about my Lord McDreamy? Is he not the most handsome surgeon you've ever seen?
Yes, indeed. My pulse was racing so fast I fancied it would escape from my body and I would never catch it up.
I don't think you needed to be flaunting yourself quite so much at him, Charlotte.
What do you mean?
Well, those uniforms De Warren designed for us were not made to bend over and pick things up from the floor.
I was nervous, I kept dropping things.
There are more modest ways of picking things up than turning your back to him and doing a handstand against the wall.
Right. They can't help who I am, Anne. With me, what you see is what you get.
Quite clearly. What was that?
What's happening, Woodstock?
I'm not sure, my lord. Merlin, what's going on?
It seems we are under attack by the French.
The French?
They have crossed the drawbridge into the castle. The drawbridge that we were going to repair, but were worried that our claim would be disallowed in the same way that clearing out the moat was deemed outside the rules on expenses.
Well, when you put it like that...
Merlin, take the Chancellor and hide him in the duck house.
You mean the duck house on the Duck Island that we were refused permission to claim on?
Exactly. We shall repulse this attack and rescue you betimes.
Thank you, Woodstock, and good luck!
Thomas, what's going on?
Nothing, milady. It's just a few drunken Frenchmen attacking the castle.
Milady Charlotte, Milady Anne, what a joy to see you in your night dresses in this, as it appears, rather chilly corridor.
Cool codpiece.
Yes, 'tis my battle codpiece, moulded to the shape of a siege cannon, at an elevation of 45 degrees for maximum range.
And what are those sacks slung underneath?
Ammunition pouches, milady. In case of a prolonged engagement.
De Warren.
Sir John, all seems to be going well. The men are creating a nice bit of chaos.
Yes, I think it's achieved its purpose. The Chancellor is cowering in the duck house like a trembling puppy.
I know. I have sent one of my best men in to pretend to threaten him, but nothing can go wrong.
I can see you in there, dude. In the name of the French king, Monsieur Camembert II. Get out of that duck house or I will run you through.
What's happening, Henry, mate?
I'm going to kill the English pig.
Nice one.
Hold on.
Henry, what are you doing?
I cornered him, Father. I just need to finish him off.
Go away from me, you Gallic savage.
Get him out, He's drowning.
I can't swim.
I'll go. Oh, somebody help me with this useless bag of guts. He weighs a ton.
We'd better get him to the hospital. If he dies as a guest in my castle, I'll surely be executed for treason. Though, on the bright side, that would put me in a lower tax bracket. What's his condition, Dr. McDreamy?
He's suffering contusions to the cranium. I've given him an infusion of willow bark, a bolus of owl phlegm, and 50 ml of bat semen collected on the third full moon after Michaelmas.
Is that good?
Well, the bats are happy. I also drank 3 pints of blood out of him.
And how is he?
He's dead, sire.
What do you mean? What do you mean dead? How dead?
Extremely dead, my lord. I fear life hath left him and gone in search of a better host.
Then I'm ruined. An emissary of the crown has been killed in my castle. You realize what will become of me? My head will be adorning a spike on the gate of the tower.
Apparently you get a nice view of the Thames from that angle, Father.
Oh, Henry, that isn't very helpful.
'Tis not your fault, old chap. He would have survived were he not such an unfit cake of lard.
My lord, I have an invention that may save him, sire.
What invention, Thomas?
Here, my lord. 'Tis a delicate piece of very sensitive technology.
Looks like a bucket of eels.
It may look like a bucket of eels, sire, but is in fact a mechanism to restart the heart muscles by fibrillating them into action.
My lord, I have heard of such a machine.
It's worth a try, Father. I don't want you to be executed.
All right. How does it work? What are these wires with little clips on the end?
These must be clipped onto the nipples of the patient.
Really?
Oh, I'm good at that. I often have to do that when His Holiness, is exercising.
All right, now what?
And this cast iron stopper is placed in his fundament.
Oh, right.
And it needs to be hammered in with this mallet.
Right you are.
All right, that's enough.
Well, if that didn't wake him, nothing will.
And now, if you stand back, I will drop the other ends of the wires into this bucket of eels, and the energy from the eels will shoot up the wires into the patient. His heart will be shocked back into action.
And if it doesn't work?
Well, we'll all have had a jolly good laugh.
Stand clear.
Oh, he jumped.
One more. Stand clear.
His eyes are opening.
Oh, where am I? I must be in heaven. Possibly the celestial branch of Spearmint Unicorn.
We have got to take off these uniforms.
Yes, please. Ow! Well, Sir John, I owe you and your team of surgeons my life. Now, I fear I must take my leave of you and continue with my journey of state-sponsored theft.
To say I shall miss you would be to say that King Harold's eye would miss the French arrow.
Good point.
King Harold's words exactly.
Must you go as well, Master McDreamy?
Yes, my work here is done. I must go somewhere else and make women fall in love with me for no apparent reason other than my superficial good looks.
Take care, then.
I will, milady.
Charlotte, you can stop doing handstands now.
Copy that. How about a farewell cartwheel?
No!
Guard of honour for the departure of the Chancellor and Mr. McDreamy. Prepare for the salute.
Soldier, you, look familiar. Have I seen you before?
Never clapped eyes on you in my life, sire.
All peasants look alike, don't you find?
Yes, I suppose they do.
Attention!
Goodbye.
Bye.
Henry, shut up. Before you go, Lord Chancellor, I just wondered if you'd be good enough to sign off my expenses.
Of course, Sir John. I realise how important it is to have well-maintained defences. Who would have thought the French would have attempted an invasion so far into the country?
Indeed.
However, I must take at least one valuable object from the castle in lieu of all the taxes you would have paid.
Oh, Lord.
If I may suggest, sire, how about that priceless antique tribal horn that's been in the family for generations?
Excellent idea. Henry, hand it over.
Oh, shan't.
Give it. Just give it. There you are. There you are, Chancellor. Payment with interest.
I don't care, Father. Anyway, you know why?
Why?
I've learned how to make that noise without the trumpet. That was The Castle by Kim Fuller and Paul Alexander. It starred James Fleet as Sir John Woodstock, Neil Dudgeon as Sir William de Warren, Martha Howe Douglas as Lady Anne, Ingrid Oliver as Charlotte, Jonathan Kidd as Duncan and Thomas, Stephen Kimman as Henry, and Lewis MacLeod as Merlin. The music was by Guy Jackson and the producer was David Tyler. The programme was a positive production for the BBC. We present The Castle by Kim Fuller. This week on The Castle, a trumpet, some doctors, and an attack by night. Good morning, milady Anne. Charlotte.
Good morrow, Master Tesco.
You, Tesco.
Welcome to my humble stall.
Well, I would debate with you the use of the word humble, as your stall now extends over 60 acres, almost devouring the whole of Woodstock.
All we need is to buy the church, knock through the wall, join the church aisle up with aisle 1, and you'll be able to be born, get married, and die within these walls.
That's clever.
Oh, look! Someone's been crushed by that huge pile of sacks.
Don't worry, it happens all the time.
But there's blood everywhere.
I'll get someone to mop it up. Bing bong! Spillage on aisle 4. Have you got a groat for the coffin trolley?
Oh, right, yes.
What's the coffin trolley?
It's a coffin on wheels. We just dump the body in here and wheel it to the graveyard over in aisle 25. Here we go.
But don't you take them to the hospital?
Not much point. They usually die in the end. Anyway, we're waiting on planning permission to put a hospital in aisle 56 next to the biscuits.
Right, Charlotte, that's our next project.
Biscuits?
No, helping the sick and injured. Come on, Charlotte. Do you need a hand, Master Tesco?
Thank you, milady. It's quicker if we go through the checkout at the end, 5 corpses or less.
Bing bong. Special offer on funeral services in aisle 25. Bury 2, get 1 free.
Good morrow, my lord.
Morrow it is, but as for good, I fear you are in danger of being sued for misrepresentation.
What's happened, sire? You have the appearance of a Grimsby fishwife who hath been smacked around the face with the last haddock of the day. I fear you're in sombre spirits.
Very perceptive of you, Merlin. I suppose that it's your wizard's insight into the mind of a mortal.
Well, yes, that, and the fact that you're standing on a chair with a noose round your neck.
Oh, I'm not really serious. I'm just planning ahead. In truth, I've had some bad financial news. Can you believe it? The King's Chancellor has disallowed my expenses claim for cleaning out the moat.
Surely, every Englishman's moat needs to be kept clear. Otherwise, an enemy can cross over and take the castle.
Exactly what I said. And would you believe he's also disallowed my claim for the Duck Island?
But surely every Englishman must have a duck island in order for him to keep